Buying a house in Palm Springs, California remotely. Can it be done? Well, good news. I'm here to tell you that it can't. That felt like a little ad, like ShamWow. Anybody remember the ShamWow guy? Let me know in the comments, okay? That felt like a little advertisement there. But good news, it can be done. And I'm here to walk you through different steps that I take so many homeowners who are now homeowners, people who are from Washington, Canada, Oregon, even international people, let's say in Europe or London or Paris, France, buy homes here without even being here and just taking a few trips here and doing the whole process remotely. It's actually really simple when you work with an expert like myself. My name is Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Let's get right into this. So the first step, we're going to zoom in right over here, is learn the area first. That sounds like something that is so obvious, but not enough people do it. And not enough people know how to do it in like a strategic way. Before we look at homes, I recommend to people to come to the Palm Springs area, come to Palm Springs and take Highway 111, our major highway. I know in other states you call it like the interstate, but it's not that. Like the interstate would be more considered the 10 freeway, but take Highway 111 all the way through the valley and you'll go through cities like Cathedral City, Rancho Mirage, Indian Wells, Palm Desert, La Quinta, and you could get a real feel for the desert. And obviously you got to watch all the videos on my channel as well. I have videos on every different city here in the valley for you to understand the valley before you even come. So that's a really good, helpful resource. But you got to know, right? What are you looking for? If you're looking for a home that's detached, not in a country club, well, then maybe you're looking, for example, something in South Palm Springs. This is a great little area by Indian Canyon's golf course. And you have a lot of beautiful mid-century modern homes, you know, $1 to $2 million, just depending. I mean, it could even go up from there. Or say you want to be more central in the valley, you want to be in South Palm Desert. Well, this street right here, Grapevine, it's in South Palm Desert, and you could still find a really cool mid-century modern home. You see the breeze blocks right here, but you're in Palm Desert. Or say you're looking for that country club lifestyle, you could find that, say, in South Palm Desert at somewhere like Ironwood. They have, you know, beautiful golf courses. They have a clubhouse, fitness center, restaurant. Or maybe you want to be in Indian Wells at Desert Horizon. See, you could get a home in Ironwood for around $2 million. But you could get a home in Desert Horizons for $2 million. Or you could go to La Quinta and go to Rancho La Quinta and get a home for $2 million as well. So I could help sort of explain the differences between all these cities. And also one of the major things about Indian Wells, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, La Quinta is the HOA, the memberships, the dues are going to really vary depending on what zip code. And some of the higher end zip codes have higher, more expensive dues naturally, right? My second piece of advice for buying a home here remotely is booking an exploratory trip. And what that is you reach out to me. We have like a home buyer consultation where I learn all of your criteria, really what your goals are, what you're looking for. And then our exploratory trip is a targeted approach to looking at homes. So say if your budget's $1 million and you're looking for non-gated detached homes, well, we could look in Palm Springs if that interests you. We could look in Palm Desert. South Palm Desert has a lot of great properties that are detached, no HOAs. Or we could even go over here to Magnesia Falls Cove in Rancho Mirage. See, I could help guide you and make this easier. Why I recommend as your first trip to come out here first and learn the area is because then it makes the exploratory trip even more fruitful, if that makes sense. Because then you already know, hey, I want to be in Rancho Mirage or Palm Springs. That's it. I don't really like the vibe of La Quinta over here, or Palm Desert. So then that exploratory trip, we learn more and we look at, say, 6 homes in maybe 5 different communities. They could have HOAs or it could be non-HOAs, just depending on your criteria. So that's really what I recommend. The next step is the offer can be done digitally. So say you learn the area, you reach out to me, and I tell you some places to check out for your budget. That's why it helps the first step to reach out to me first. Then the second step would be a trip where you come and actually look at homes with me, which is great. The third step is the offer can be done digitally. Now, I don't ever recommend buying a house sight unseen. So what we do really after that second trip, or the second step, is we're going to have a home search set up, but it's not going to be generic, something you do on Redfin. It's going to have HOA criteria, land lease or fee simple, all the different nitty and gritty details. And then say if you like a community like the Vintage Country Club in Indian Wells, you're going to be receiving homes weekly or monthly, depending on your time frame in those communities. But then you're ready to go. You already saw the entire valley. You took the exploratory trip with me, learning the different neighborhoods. And then the third step is writing an offer once the right home comes on the market, because that's a question a lot of people give me is, well, okay, after the exploratory trip, say if something good comes on the market, like I don't want to miss out, or how do I make an offer? What's this next step there? Well, it's really easy because you'll be so dialed into the market when I get you all set up on like a specific search, and you'll already know what neighborhood. So the moment that home comes on the market, we could do the offer digitally. And from there, you either have your pre-approval already done. I work with a lot of great lenders, especially if you're thinking about buying on Indian land. It's a whole different animal, whole different process there. And then, or if you're paying cash, we simply do it DocuSign, and you could just fly in. What I do usually is I film the house, so I'll get a nice 4K video tour that gets privately uploaded to YouTube for you. I did this yesterday for a client from the Bay Area in a home in Palm Springs, and my clients love this because it's almost like you're at the house with the video. After you see the video, you could book a quick trip to the area. You see the house and make sure it looks like what you expected. And the video helps, save you time. And that's what I'm here to do for you, is save you time from buying something and flying out, seeing the home for the first time and not being interested in it. The video will almost be like you're coming out here. That's how accurate and good the detail will be. But say you come out and then we do DocuSign, the next step is doing the home inspection. And what's great about that, California, this is maybe boring information, but if you're serious about buying a home, this is information you want to know. With our home inspection, you don't have to be here. I would say, and by the way, if you want to be here, that's totally fine. Some of my clients want to be here. Here's a home inspection report. I'm not going to show you too much because this is a private report, but this shows you right here a roof line in a community, okay? A gated golf course community. This is the roof. So I attend all of the home inspections for my clients, and most of my clients don't attend the home inspection. Here's why. Half of the time, you just sit around for an hour or two. The home inspector goes through the entire house, and then after he's done with the inspection, he just gives you a verbal report of some of the major items he might have found, okay? And then 48 hours later, you get a document. You get the full home inspection report. I mean, this is like 100 pages right here. And each item he finds, if there's an issue with it, he'll take a picture of that item. So even if I helped a client buy in London, even if you're in London, you're on the other side of the world, it's like you were there at the home inspection, and it's the same if you attend or you don't attend. So that's something you have to know is, other than seeing the house for the first time, after that, you don't have to be here. Everything could be done remotely. It's actually a really easy process. And that leads me to signing the documents. Escrow, period in California is 30 days typically with our offers. And offers, that's a whole nother video about how to make a really great offer to get your offer accepted. But not only that, get you the best deal possible. So if you're looking for someone to help you, I know a lot of people reach out to the listing agents, but that's why they don't get the best deal possible. So if you're one of the smart ones, my contact information is down below. I would love to help you. So with signing the documents, if you're out of state, you could use a notary in whatever state you're in. The escrow length is 30 days. I do the home inspection quickly because after you open up escrow, usually the home inspection is the only thing that would stop a deal. But even if there's a problem with the house, we could always ask for a credit or request for repairs, and that could all be negotiated. But the home inspection I like to do within 7 days. Even though we have technically 17 days to do it, I do it within 7 days because, I'm just on top of things and I want this to be a seamless process for you. So the documents, escrow will send you your buyer escrow package with how you want your name to appear on the grant deed. Are you buying this with a trust? Are you buying this as a married couple or a single person? Whatever you're looking to do. Your documents, escrow could either send them to you electronically or they'll send them in the mail. But at the end, you have to notarize some things, and that could be done in your state. Now, if you're looking to buy this out of the country, say like I just worked with a Canadian, thanks for working with me if you're watching this video. The way you sign documents in a different country is you either sign at an embassy. Now, not everyone might have an embassy locally nearby. So the second thing you would do would be to sign at a US consulate. And there you could get it notarized and signed. So those are both the ways. In close of escrow, it's pretty easy because you don't have to be here. We live in a digital world where your funds could be wired electronically, even if they're overseas. There might be a delay with that, but people understand if you're purchasing from Canada or Europe, that earnest money might take a few days to get there. But I could prep you on how we could have your funds readily available if you're an overseas buyer, and also ready to convert because the currency exchange, but that's a whole nother video there. But the close of escrow, say escrow closes, I could be there, do the final walkthrough for you. I could FaceTime it. I could film a video for you of the final walkthrough. Usually with final walkthroughs, it's really if you've had any repairs done and to verify those repairs have been done, but we'll make sure we also get a receipt of that repair being completed. But with close of escrow, we get the keys and you could either fly in to meet me and I'll give you a little gift. I shouldn't tell you that. It's better as a surprise, but I'll meet you face to face, hand you the keys, or I could overnight you. I can mail you the keys or even get a lockbox and put the keys on the house for you. So there are a lot of options, but this is how you buy a house in Palm Springs remotely. It's actually really easy to do. And once I get to know you, the Valley seems like there's so many homes and so many communities and it's like tough to learn. But if you're working with me, I'm going to make this a breeze. Thank you so much for watching. My contact information's below. Please, I was going to say reach out to me. And if you want to learn more about the Palm Springs area, check out this video right here.